Hello and welcome to another one of my videos. In today's video I'm going to be going through 3 orders I got in today. I was expecting another 2 orders. They haven't arrived yet, which I was pretty bummed out about because one of them was rather nice. Actually, both of them got nice coins in. What do I say about the gold price? You know, it's gone a bit crazy. I'm not shocked that it's got to these heights. I've been saying that it should be getting to these heights for a very, very long time. It's just not something I'm very vocal about when I put videos out, because a lot of people, and maybe rightly so, would say, well, actually, you're in the business of selling precious metals. You know, why are you shilling precious metals? I could rebuttal it and say, well, actually, you know, that's fair, but I stack myself, so I'm a very stock-heavy individual. But for me, I know my role. I know I'm a cog in the machine, and that I trade for a spread, and then with the excess, I then build up excess stock instead of keeping it in cash and doing it that way. I do that because it keeps my tax low, but also it allows me to build wealth in a way that I think is kind of sustainable, that covers both the downside risk and also it covers the bad months that I will inevitably have. But yeah, I'm not shocked at the price. It needs to hold $2,000. Let's see if it can. If it can, you know, I put another £3,500 into gold mines today. I'm lining up my funds. I'm planning on liquidating another 10k worth of stock tonight. We shall see. It's all well and good saying, yeah, I'm going to sell this, but the reality is, if the buyers aren't there, I'm not giving it away. I'm really not giving it away. So, yeah, this order, a lady messaged me. Those coins were not on this order. I don't know why they're there. A lady messaged me and she was like, I've got some more bits in. You would have seen it, some of her stuff before. She was like, I got a 4 ducat, which was my mother's. I want to sell that. I got 1,000 shilling. I think it's a Barenberg. Barbenberger. Nice coin. I believe this was originally mine, or originally one of mine that came in, but don't quote me on that. I've had a couple of these. They're nice coins. This one's in fairly good nick. Is there any numismatic value in this? No, not really, but it's a nice coin to collect. It's 12.15 grams of gold. Yeah, this one's 13.8 grams of gold. This one's cooler because it makes you feel like a pirate. Yeah, you know, great coin. But this one's cool. You know, it's probably the same size as a half ounce. I don't really have any half ounces in. I've got this, which is just under a half ounce. So let's compare it. Yeah. You know, pretty much same. But yeah, nice coin. There was 2 Dosimedia pesos. They've already gone. I forward sold them to a friend of mine. I just said, oh, I'm getting pesos, and he's like, I'm your man. I was like, yeah, you are. So I quoted him price, and he took them off my hands. The real reason why I wanted to get this order in, though, wasn't because of like this stuff. This is the coin I was after. I've owned this before. I sold this to the lady. I bought it back. I was actually really chuffed that she offered it back to me. I do love coins like this. MS grade. Yeah, this is probably a 950 coin. 900 low end. Beautiful. You've got to love the history. I recently sold an AU58. That went cheap. The guy really run me down to the point I was like, I was going to say no to him, but then I looked at my cash flow and I was like, you know what? I'm actually doing okay on the deal. I didn't like coming down that low. That is what it is. You can't win them all. This one's definitely better. The last one had a massive chunk out the cheek, and that's probably why it got a 58. And this came as well. I'm always happy to get a coin in like this. People say there's no premium on Dutch coinage. I don't think that's true. You know, I think it all depends. You get a 5 guilder, there's definitely premium on that. You need to be very, very careful on the 5 guilder because it's a 1-year type. I think it's 1912. There's a million mintage, and they are faked to high heaven. They really are. Whenever I've had them in the past, I've had people say to me, Sean, you need to be careful because Like even Dutch people I know, you need to be careful, Sean, because there's a lot of fakes on the market. I'm like, yeah, I know. So I'm always extra vigilant on the five guilder. But yeah, this is nice. I didn't have any of these, and then I ended up buying a couple of these in the space of a week. It just happened that way, and they were both the same year as well. I'm not sure if I had this graded or if it came graded. I genuinely can't remember, but I've sold thousands of coins, guys. I can't remember everything. So there's those. I then ended up buying, so that was one order. Sorry, let's take that back a bit. I then ended up buying a 10-gram bar. So there was a gentleman, you would have seen it, a gentleman sold me a 20-gram and a 5-gram, I think it was. I think it was a 20 and a 5. And he come back to me and he said, I've got another 10. So I've checked this, weighed it, I've looked at all the dimensions, it's fine. I've got another 10-grammer. Do you want it? And I said, look, I'm always a buyer. It's not a problem. I said to him, I'll pay you spot on the day. It went up. I honoured the deal. It's not a problem. I subsequently sold this. Spot went a bit higher. I slapped 10 quid on it plus post and I moved it on. Like, not a problem. So same happened with this. I had a deal agreed. Now, usually when it's involving coins that are semi-new and bullion, I just strike a deal up front. Spot went crazy since we struck the deal, so I bumped up the price a bit for the lady. I just said, look, it's not a problem. Don't worry about it, because overall I'm happy. I'm not here to absolutely take the biscuit out of people. I know my role in this game. I make my spread and I move it on, and that's okay. You know, I do it on turnover. I then went to my supplier. So a few videos ago, I told you I had a bit of a spat with a supplier. You know, I got a bit of the red mist. I kind of lost my rag a little with him over something that I thought it was valid, but at the same time I should have handled it a lot better. He messages me today and said, hey, I got a 10-grammer and I've got some dimes and I've got some silver bits. Do you want them? And I was like, yeah, sure. So I went over and picked this up. He's also got 25 Brits potentially waiting for me. I need to text him about that after this video. So 10-gram one of these. I like these bars. This will be going up probably roughly the same price as that. And some dimes. Let's go for the dimes, guys, because I always like the dimes. I didn't make a lot of money on the dimes. There's a gentleman I deal with, and he was like, next time you get dimes, just message me. And I was like, okay, I'll do that. And I've no problem doing that. If people come up to me and say, oh, you get an X, Y, Z in, it's easier for me to link it up. Unfortunately, I'm at the stage where I can't always do it. Sometimes I forget, sometimes I'm just too busy, you know, and it's a sad detriment of being successful, in the sense that you create a rod for your own back and you want to look out for everyone, and you can't always do it, and it's a shame. But on this occasion I did say, yeah, I got it. So you got a mixture of Mercuries and Roosevelts, and then you've got 2 of these Barber dimes. I did a flat rate for the lad. I said to him, like, look, the price is going up anyway on what you last paid. There's not a lot I can do about that, but I will chuck these in for the same price. You know, I probably could have eked out another 3 or 4 quid on these, but this is a guy who buys from me consistently. He's really polite. He's a nice guy. It's okay. It doesn't really matter to me. Like, I'd rather deal with someone like that than sit around and deal with someone who, you know, wants to haggle and do all this. You know, it kind of winds me up a bit. The amount of messages I'm getting these days of people, they just message me, and I don't know these people, and they're saying, oh, Sean, I'm looking to buy, oh, Sean, do you have this? I'm looking for as close to spot as possible. And it wears me down. It's like, well, how about, hi Sean, how are you doing? I saw you from either XYZ group or YouTube. You know, I'm looking for XYZ. I'm looking to pay around. I just find that a bit frustrating. And if people come to me and they say, I want it as close to spot as possible, the reality is you're not the type of customer I want. I want to build relationships with people. And if the relationship is purely you getting it for cheap, you know, I've got no incentive to sell to you for the cheapest price possible, because I can either build a relationship with someone and I know they're going to come back and I'm going to help build their collection and I get enjoyment and satisfaction out of that myself. I'm going to take it to a dealer who's going to scratch my back at a date down the line. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Some nice bits. My favourite's probably these. I love a bit of history. But I'll probably make more on these than I will on the 10 grand bar, believe it or not, and they're from the same guy. And yet this has cost me maybe an eighth of this. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.